Screencast 21, Exploring Auto Design Layout Templates. You remember that we previously created in my sample template report library, layout plane and table plane, and this layout plane was a layout template, a report layout template, and that meant it controls the header and the footer. And we're going to play with the layout template in this screencast. I'll open up layout plane, and first let's just go over the items you can control here, right? So in the header part, you can control whether these things appear or not, right? Let's go back to the preview. Notice where you see the title, this other subtitle, the company name, page number, the date and time, and the separator line. And we can turn those things on and off individually. So for example, if we don't want the date and time, well, you'll notice here on the date time, there's a visible flag. We'll set this to false in preview. And there, you see it's gone. Okay. And the second thing, I should do that right now, is let me fix all the text so you can see across the entire template what these templates really look like. So I'll change it from this green to black, which is what a good default should be. Font, and then I can just type in the word black. It'll figure out. I could type in a hash mark and do 6 zeros. That would also work. The hex color value for black. Let's go back to preview. Now you can see it's there. And I didn't change the body style. Sorry, the data region style, the table style. So that's why you still see the green in the middle. We'll fix that in a different screencast. So back to the layout plane. As I said, you're going to see these visible properties all over the place. So I could keep on hiding things, like maybe I want to hide the company name. Right? I'll set that to false. It's gone. Okay. Another thing you can do with these layout templates is, let me close these, and you see these special sections here. They correspond to the page header, the body section, and the footer section. They're about sections. And what you can essentially control is some border styles and some background colors. And it's useful if you, for example, want, let's say we want a red background for the header, and the footer we want, and I'll go ahead and just set this to, I think this is silver. I'll change the body to maybe a light yellow. Now let's take a look at the preview. There's the red, yep, for the header, yellow for the body, and there's no footer. Okay, so why is that? And that's because I haven't turned on any of these, right? The visible property set to false for all of them. I'll go ahead and set one of them to true, and you'll see all of a sudden in the preview that you can see the footer. There we go, Redmond Savinar, that's me. One more thing that's very useful if you want to preview a report is change the print layout so you can see the full report. Okay. And I'll just click it again to go back. Now let's just make this look correct. I don't want that red everywhere, or the yellow, or the gray. So I'll just change this. I can set it here just to white. I could also just erase this by selecting it and then hitting delete, which I'll do here. I'll just select the text, delete, and the footer section style, same thing. And I don't want anything in the footer typically. Or maybe I just want the page number in the footer. True, because I like the page numbers in both locations. Okay, and I'll turn back on the company name in the header. True, and the date time. There we go. Right? Oh, look at that. I've got this, but you know, it really needs that separator line. It makes it look correct. So I'll turn on the separator line in the footer. And look at the lines here for the separator lines for the header and footer. You control the color, the style, and the width. I'll leave it at just 1. Let's go ahead and look at that again. Okay. And if you look at layout plane and you look at the very last set of properties about parameter row style, those were, again, those kind of debug parameters, which by default you should not be enabling when you're finished developing a report, because you don't want your end users to see them. They weren't meant for that. In a future screencast, I'll show you, if you do want parameters, what's the right way to put them in your report. Okay? So we've played through the layout templates, and now it looks pretty good. In our next screencast, we'll work with the table style template, right? And we'll make that look really nice. And that's it for this screencast. Thanks a lot. I'll see you the next time.